everybody, it's Nikki here with Sheila Nix, and today I'm going to go over how things went for my December goals and to talk about what my goals are for the month of January. So first with my one-time steps, and if you haven't seen one of my goal videos before, I use the goals with Laken system. All right, so for my one-time steps, I finished every single one of them. I'm so proud of that. So I finished reading the book that I was reading. I made sure I prepped my 2024 budget system. I got tithing paid for all 3 paychecks. I decluttered my office. I did my Q1 plans for Sheila Nix, and I prepped my goals for 2024. I ended up getting rid of the long distance friend plan thing for the week because it felt like a chore, and I didn't want to start viewing contacting people that I care about as a chore. So I was like, no, I'm gonna have to go back to doing it where it happens more naturally and make it more organic. So that's why I crossed that off. I did do a Friday focus declutter every week. And so this church was crossed off because I tracked it in my November goals. This one, I had an allergic reaction to something and I was in a lot of pain that day. So I did end up missing church that day, but I caught it the next week. And then this last weekend, I had every intention of watching church at home and I forgot because I got busy making mashed potatoes for our family dinner and I feel bad about it. So I have to make sure that I catch it this Sunday. For my daily steps. Okay, so I remember I had talked last month about I wanted to keep family scriptures here till we got the hang of it. And then I realized that unfortunately is just not where we are at in our life right now. So I am letting it go for now instead of feeling awful every time I look at my goals. All right, for my fasting, I missed it a whole 2 days, and actually I am not counting Christmas because I'm not worried about my eating hours on Christmas Day. That's a freebie day. All right, so technically I only missed it 1 day so far, which is amazing. My hydrating is going pretty good, actually. I've only missed it 5 days, which is pretty good. I'm happy with where it's at. For my movement, it's not perfect, but I am happy with where it's at. Oh, again, Christmas should be not on there. I wasn't worrying about it on Christmas Day. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm happy with the amount that I'm moving to keep my muscles happy at this point. So, all right. And then using the paired app with my husband, I missed it a whole 1 day. We have been doing fantastic with that goal. So that is how things went for December. I am really, really proud of myself for how good I did with almost all of these this month. I feel good about how I did in December, especially with how chaotic December is, just with everything going on. So, all right, I will be right back to talk about my January goals. All right, so my goals for January, I did change up my color coding system for 2024. But I'm still using the same goals with Laken system. For my one-time steps, I want to expand my ideas list of videos that I can do for the channel. And I also just want to research how to make my channel better. I want to play Dungeons and Dragons with my husband at least once in January. And for my oldest son, we want to start a list of just some adulting skills that he may have not been taught how to do those things yet, and just make sure that we figure out what he still needs to learn more about, and then make a plan for making sure he gets a chance to learn those things. I want to start a book and finish it. And I do have a book picked. I am going to be reading the Ranger's Apprentice series in 2024. So my goal for January is to read the first book. I will probably finish it and then pick up start the second one, but that's where I'm at. And I want to start a new diamond painting, and I have that picked already. I want to start a Udemy class. How do you say that? Udemy. I don't know. Whatever. I actually did start one in December and finish it, so I technically could say I did that already, but I have another one that I'm starting right away, like today. Like, I put the progress there for the first one, but I'm starting another one, and I do want to finish that as well. So when I'm done, the one I'm starting today, that's when I'm gonna check complete. And then update my resume. I wasn't gonna do that till the end of January, but some things happened that I wanted to get it ready sooner. So I have updated it, and the only thing I have left to do is I'm going to have to change a date on the cover letter once the job that I want to apply for is actually posted. I was like, am I going to talk about this? I don't know. But by the time you see this, it's likely the job will actually be posted already, and my application will already be in. So that's the only thing I have left to do to finish that, is just update the date on the cover letter for the date that I'm sending it in, and then consolidate all the different PDFs into one PDF. All right. For my weekly steps, I want to take a bath with Epsom salts each week, and that's just going to help with keeping my pain levels in check and relaxing my muscles, and just giving me time to relax and de-stress and decompress. So I want to have a date night with my husband at least once a week. I want to spend 30 minutes decluttering each week. I did pick what room I'm going to declutter next, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. It's just on a list somewhere else in my office, but that's what I'm going to be working on. And I also want to do 30 minutes of like tidying and cleaning in our bedroom each week, because that tends to be the room that gets neglected the most. So that is an area I would like to focus on in January. And then make sure that I do a budget check-in every week, that I'm using the system that I set up for this year. All right. And I just want to point out before we move on to my daily steps, I left blank space in all the areas. I am so proud of myself for that. All right, for my daily steps, I want to make sure I'm taking my morning meds every single day. This is where I struggle the most, because it's meds that I don't technically have to take. It's my ADHD meds, but my mind is more clear and focused and less busy and chaotic and stressful when I take my meds. So I really need to get into the habit of taking them, especially if I want to be applying for this job that I'm applying for. All right, and then also make sure I take my evening meds. I am pretty good about this. Like, 90% of the time, but I do miss occasionally. And my biggest thing is I definitely don't want to miss 2 nights in a row ever, because that's when it starts causing problems, and I don't want that. All right, and then I want to hydrate a bit more this month. So my goal is 1 liter each day. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even think for a minute. So the reason I chose 1 liter is because the 3 main water mugs or bottles that I use all hold 1 liter. So this is something that is very easy for me to track and feels achievable. Like there's a lot of days where I do empty it completely. So that's why I chose that. And especially if I start working, it will be very easy for me to achieve that. All right, and my last daily step is just practicing financial restraint. I want to really spend my money a lot more intentionally and thoughtfully this year. So it's not don't spend any money at all. It's okay, make sure you've checked in with the budget, make sure you know exactly where it's coming from. If this is something you're not 100% sure you need or really want, maybe wait a day or two and see if you still feel as good about buying it as you do in this moment. So it's more about making smarter choices than like no spend period. Because obviously there's going to be times where we spend some money, and I don't want to feel like I can never spend any money at all. I just want to feel like the money that I am spending, I'm being very smart and intentional about it. So those are my goals for January. I'm not quite sure what my January is going to end up looking like, because we'll see how things go with applying for this job. But I am really excited to be in a new year and to be just continuing to work on myself and getting even closer to where I would like to be. So that is going to be it for this video. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks everybody. Bye.